so I want to share Magic Student, which is part of Magic Teacher, but it's the student-facing side that gives teachers some control over how to use AI with students in the classroom. So it's a great tool that is part of Magic Teacher. Let me show you how it works. Okay, so we're going to start in Magic School. You're probably familiar with this. And if you take a look on the left-hand side, it now has a button that says Launch to Students. So when you're using Magic Student, you want to choose one or two tools to use probably. And it's going to record what students do with those tools. So you have an ability to kind of go in and see what each student is doing. So we're going to start by hitting Launch New Room in the upper right-hand side. You could label the room. So I'm just going to leave it student room with the date, but you could be more specific. And then you want to say what grade of students you're working with and how many students should have access. So I'm going to make it 25. And then hit next. And this is where you're going to actually choose what tools to let the students use. So I'm going to use Raina for students, but you could use a custom chatbot that you make yourself, image generator, a quiz, tongue twisters, anything you want. So we're just going to use Raina for students, which is the chatbot. Hit next and then launch room. So when you hit launch room, it's going to give you three different options, three different ways to share this with students. You could hit join URL. That'll give you a code. So this link you could paste anywhere. This is the room. So you could see that it's active. So you could also put it into Classroom or a QR code that people could scan and go into the room. So you have a couple different options, which is nice. So we are going to just paste the link in so you can see what it looks like from the student-facing side. So for students, they're going to put in their name. I suggest using just your first name here. Maybe first name and last initial is okay. And it has a translate feature, which is important. And then it talks, before you even start, a little bit about how to use the tool responsibly, that teachers can see what you're doing. Math answers are not reliable. Interacting with AI takes practice, so it talks about how you could actually nuance your answers and how it's not a replacement for your thinking, talking about bias and accuracy, and of course, protecting your privacy. So I always, whenever I use it with students, I always remind them about not putting any personal identifiable information in. So once you acknowledge that, you have access to the tools. So here it is just Raina for students. It tells you that it's an assistant. And basically, you can begin using it. It's going to work like any basic chatbot, right? So you are able to go in and nuance your answers. And it will also read aloud. You can copy it. All useful things. We could see, I could view output, and the teacher is able to kind of see, click on it and see exactly what I have done. So it's nice. The teachers have also an ability to pause it. So if you want to teach about something, you could literally press pause. And then when you're done using it, you could lock it so students cannot use it any longer. So you could add co-teachers. There's a moderation panel here where you could actually moderate. It's locked, so that's not going to come up. And when you're done, if you want to delete it, you can. If you don't, you keep access, and you could see in the student rooms, you can go back and see all of the information that was there. So you can see these are some of my previous sessions. So there's a quick look at how it works. It's actually fairly simple, and I like how much control the teacher has over how it's used with students. So, it's really important today to teach students how to create a good prompt and how to use some of these tools, because we know how important they're going to be in the future. And you have the ability to actually kind of control and see what all the students do with it, which is nice. So it's a great way to use AI with students. Best of luck. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out.